In the quiet little settlement of Harmony Creek, life was simple. The sun rose, the roosters crowed, and the settlers worked the land. But a shadow had fallen over their peaceful existence. A shadow with a very bushy tail. Squirrels, you see, had declared war. And not just any squirrels. These were creatures of pure malice. Their eyes glowing with an unsettling red, their chitter sounding like tiny, demonic curses. They were led by a fiend known only as Squeaky, a squirrel so brazen he'd de-steal these spectacles right off your face and shatter them on the ground. The settlers were at their wits' end, running in circles, swatting with brooms, all to no avail. Amidst the chaos, one man remained calm, old Jedediah, with a beard as white as fresh snow, and eyes that held the wisdom of 100 winters. He sat on his porch, rocking gently in his favorite chair. He wasn't panicked. He was observing, studying the pattern in the squirrels' frenzied attacks. He knew this wasn't natural. Something dark was at play, something that a simple broom couldn't fix. While others saw pests, Jedediah saw a puzzle, and he was determined to find the missing piece. He puffed on his corncob pipe, the smoke curling into the air like a question mark. The answer, he felt, was close, hiding just beyond the edge of memory. That evening, as the moon climbed high, Jedediah delved into his collection of ancestral heirlooms. He bypassed the dusty muskets and worn-out farming tools, heading straight for a heavy, leather-bound chest. Inside, beneath faded quilts, lay a book that hadn't seen the light of day in decades. Its title was embossed in peeling gold leaf, The Gentle Art of Sedentary Self-Defense. He blew a cloud of dust from its cover and opened it. The pages were filled with strange diagrams of a person sitting in a chair, performing slow, flowing movements. It was a lost art, a forgotten discipline known as chair tai chi. A spark ignited in Jedediah's eyes. This was it. The next morning, as the settlers ran around in a frenzy, Jedediah began his practice. He remained in his trusty rocking chair, his feet planted firmly on the porch. He started with the lazy river arm float, his hands gliding through the air as if parting calm waters. Then came the willow and the breeze sway, a subtle, rhythmic lean from side to side. His fellow settlers stared, completely baffled. Was old Jedediah finally losing his marbles? They'd whisper to each other, "He's just sitting there, waving his arms like he's trying to hug a ghost." But Jedediah paid them no mind. He was focused, feeling a strange energy gathering within him, a warmth that started in his core and spread to his fingertips. He was becoming one with the chair. The air grew heavy one afternoon, the sky turning a bruised purple. A storm was brewing, and it wasn't just in the clouds. Squeaky, his eyes burning like hot coals, rallied his furry army. This was it, the final assault. With a unified, terrifying chitter, the horde descended upon the settlement's most precious resource, the winter food storage barn. They swarmed the walls, chewing through wood and clawing at the door. A tide of possessed rodents intent on starvation and ruin. The settlers fought back with shovels and pitchforks, but they were outnumbered, overwhelmed by the sheer, manic fury of the Squirrel Legion. Despair began to set in. Just as the barn door splintered, a calm voice cut through the noise. "Stand back, everyone." All eyes turned to Jedediah. He wasn't running or shouting. He was simply rocking. His chair glided forward with an unnatural smoothness. Right into the heart of the swirling squirrel vortex, Squeaky, perched atop a barrel, let out a shriek of defiance, and lunged straight for Jedediah's face. This was the moment. Jedediah took a deep, centering breath. His hands came together, palms facing out. And he performed the ultimate technique from the book, The Celestial Armchair Repulsion. As he pushed his hands forward, a visible wave of shimmering golden energy pulsed out from his rocking chair. The wave washed over the squirrel army, and the effect was instantaneous. The frenzied chittering stopped. The glowing red eyes faded, returning to their normal, beady black. The squirrels froze, blinked, and looked around as if waking from a terrible dream. The demonic influence was gone. Purged by the pure, calming energy of Chair Tai-Kai, Squeaky landed gently on Jedediah's knee. No longer a tiny terror, but just a regular squirrel. He looked up, let out a series of soft, thankful chirps, and then scampered off into the woods. His army following peacefully behind him. Harmony Creek was saved. Jedediah, the man who defeated a demonic squirrel army without ever leaving his seat, became a living legend. Settlers would come from miles around, not just for his wisdom, but for lessons, and every evening. You could see them on their porches, a whole community of rocking chairs, gently swaying and floating their arms in the air. Practicing the gentle art that had saved them all, Jedediah would just smile, take a puff from his pipe, and rock on. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more legendary tales.